Okay. So can you guess what we are going to discuss today?
You said Tomcat, sir.
Hey, good memory. Yes, Tomcat we are going to discuss. What is Tomcat?
Servers.
What type of
So,
server?
application server.
Server.
Exactly. Yeah, good. One of the application server. Tomcat is an application server. Why we use it?
To deploy.
To deploy. To deploy what?
Whatever we develop, that code will deploy in that.
Where EAR, jar, or
Okay, what are those called as?
artifacts.
Artifacts. To deploy our artifacts, or like to deploy our application. In general, we call as to deploy our application. But application deployment is nothing but the artifact deployment, right? Okay, so far we learned GitHub, where all the developers will do the coding and put it in one central location. Okay, we have there. Now what we have to do is, I want to deploy that in an application server. Why I want to deploy in the application server? Because I want to allow end users to access my application through internet, right? Through internet means from remote location, they want to access it. So for that, there will be backend code written, UI code written. We don't bother about that. Backend REST services, backend developers have written. UI people will call those REST services, frame that good screen. That's and all they'll do. But the code written and kept it in central location is a text files. My application servers cannot understand those text files. What they can understand is artifact, that is jar, var, or ER. I will convert my project into one of the artifact and deploy in the server. So I cannot convert directly, means I don't want to convert manually to or else I can write a script. That headache I don't want. So we are taking help of build tools like Ant, Maven, Gradle, right? We are giving a source code and that will convert it as an artifact. We'll take that and deploy in the application server. So we have seen how to put this code in a central location through Git and GitHub. Then to convert that into an artifact, we have seen Maven. Now we want to deploy that source code is there in GitHub. I'm giving it to Maven. Maven is converted into artifact, right? So this process we have seen. Now I want to deploy into the Tomcat. So Tomcat is one of the application server. It is like same like server, means one software tool kind of thing, like how we downloaded Maven and configure, right? Same like that, we also need to configure Tomcat on our local. So you remember, deploy means what? Deployment means what? Means placing that artifact, whatever the jar, var, ER is there, right? Placing that artifact in Tomcat. Somewhere in the Tomcat, we'll keep it. We'll deploy. That process is called as deployment. Okay, fine. Okay, we'll place it inside the somewhere, or else like I can tell, for example, Tomcat is a room, somewhere we'll keep it. Simply to tell, placing the artifact in the Tomcat is called as deployment. Okay, where is that place, that this and all we'll discuss in some time. Now I have a source code. I have Maven, which will convert the source code into artifact. I have artifact ready. I want to deploy into Tomcat. I don't have Tomcat. How to get Tomcat into my local is just go to a browser. I'll show it for Windows today. Linux, we'll see. Linux we will see. Maybe after 2-3 classes, I'll explain the basics of Jenkins. Then I'll explain on Linux. Then I'll implement few real-time scenarios. Then I'll give you real-time assignments. Okay, we will understand step by step. We will learn. So Tomcat is there. Tomcat download for Windows you type, or else Tomcat download. Same like Maven, Tomcat also supports whatever Tomcat you download, right? That is common for Linux and Windows, iOS, everywhere, and any operating system. Means it is multi-user operating system, multi-operating system support it has, right? So we don't have separate software for Windows, separate software for Linux. It's not like that. Common software, anywhere you can use. Now I'm going to download. See, don't go for such sites. Something, find Tomcat in Bangalore or something it is showing. Okay. So Tomcat, what is Tom? A cat of Tom's is called as Tomcat, not like that. Okay, this is software, Apache. And one more thing, this Tomcat is also from Apache. So who is the vendor of Maven?
Apache.
Apache. So whatever the products from Apache, most of the time they are open source. This Tomcat is also open source. If you want to use Tomcat, you don't need to pay. You can use it for free. Okay, free. So they'll give you your source code as well. If you want download source code, you can download and do some upgradations and all. So now I'll go here, any site, this download sites, okay, or else this one download. You can, it will take you to directly to download. Now here, which version of Tomcat you want? Tomcat 8 is available, 9 is available, 10 is available, right? This is documentation. Don't click on this and tell me, sir, this is not working. This is documentation. If you want to learn about Tomcat by reading the document, you can refer the document here about. So if you go for here, if you go here, it will explain what are the features available in Tomcat 8.5. If you go to 9, what are the enhancements they did in 9? Next 10, like that, it will give it. For us, you don't need to bother about the latest versions and all. I'll go for 9 because the latest version we should not pick. If we can go, they'll give some advanced things, but I'll tell you the reason why I'm going for a little lower version. 9 I'm taking. So not documentation. I'm going for downloads. I want to download it. Now tell me here, I want to download something like Windows 34 zip. It is giving something like this. So I'm going to download this one, that 64 Windows zip. Okay, mine is a 64-bit Windows machine. So I'm going to download it. So even if it is Tomcat or Linux, you can download this also, not an issue. For now, let me download this only for now. Let me show you what will happen if I do this. See, it is downloading. The same thing I can use in Windows or Linux. So I downloaded this. Okay, let me know. It is still downloading. Let it complete that. Okay, it will download the software. Means it is going to download in a zip format. Once it downloads in a zip format, right? So what should I do? I have to extract it. So by the time let it downloads, let me show you how it downloads. Just like this. No, I don't have Tomcat here. Maybe here itself I'll have. Okay, like this. It is going to, last time I have used 8.5, something like this, right? So it will download a zip file. Now you extract it. So right click. If you have 7-zip installed, right? Extract here you can type, or else compressor. I don't use that here. I always use this 7-zip only. There are some techniques, right? You can extract all, like you can click on extract all also. It is going to extract. So this folder I'll get, right? Once you extract it, if you get into this folder, this is your Tomcat home directory. This is called as Tomcat home directory. We did the same for Maven also, right? We downloaded Maven, we got a zip file, we extracted it. That extracted file, once we extract the zip file, if you get into that, that is called as Maven home directory. So wherever this is Maven, Tomcat is there, right? Tomcat zip file extracted. If you get into this, the software bin, everything is right. This is not called as Tomcat home directory. Now let's try to understand the directory structure of this Tomcat. So what is bin? Bin means what? So like same like Maven, Tomcat also has Tomcat under home, Tomcat home directory also we have different folders. So we have one bin. What is that bin means?
Binaries.
Binaries.
Commands.
Yeah, what it contains?
Commands.
Commands related to what? Linux related commands, Windows related commands, or Maven related commands?
Tomcat.
Tomcat related commands. All the Tomcat related binaries means that the commands will be present inside that. See here, there are so many commands if you see. But most of the time, if you see here, there is one command called as catalina.bat. Means this is a file actually, batch file, right? The binary file, okay, batch file. .bat, see, catalina.bat is there, right? Same like that, catalina.sh is there, right? So as I said, Tomcat will be supported, same software will be supported by both Linux and Windows, right? So this file is for Linux, this file is for Windows. So if you are using Tomcat on Linux, you have to use this. If you are using Tomcat on Windows, you have to use this. So like shell scripting, right? In Linux, we write the script in shell scripting, right? .sh. In Windows, we'll write batch script. How we have shell script for Linux, for Windows, we have batch scripts. So the extension of shell script file is .sh. For the extension of batch script is .bat. Okay, we have like this. So if you see most of the time, see zipper.bat, zippers.sh. Next again, startup.bat, startup.sh. Right, shutdown somewhere it will be there. Is not there. Here, shutdown.bat, shutdown.sh. Like this, it has common files, but means same name with the different extension for Windows and Linux. Okay, I have this. Next conf. What is meant by conf here?
Configuration file. We can change the settings.
Okay, settings of.
Tomcat.
Okay. So the configurations related to our Tomcat will be present inside this. There is something called as settings.xml. Something is there, right? Right here, there is something server.xml. Okay, not settings.xml. Settings.xml is in Maven. Sorry. So server.xml, tomcat-user.xml, web.xml, something context.xml. Something is there here. So these are configurations files related to Tomcat. Next, libraries which are related to, means the internal libraries which are related to Tomcat will be present here. Next, one more thing, logs. What do you mean by logs?
It keeps login timings and what commands has been executed.
Okay.
Those type of entries.
See, if you are working for a company or a school or college, somewhere when we are going to college and all, right? So login hours, you have to log in the dictionary. Sorry, what is the dictionary? Not a register. You have to log in the register, like college will write. And in the offices, like we have to show the ID card. So it will log our hours. So like that, we'll discuss log hours something, right? So in this IT for softwares, right? Logging means logs. I mean, not logging. Logs means like, for example, for this Tomcat, see, if I get into this logs, it will maintain a file for every day. It will maintain on day basis, something like that. Okay. It will maintain a log file, which has the extension .log, So what will be there in this file is when you started your Tomcat, when you stopped your Tomcat, when the Tomcat is started, right? What type of application you deployed in the Tomcat, when the application is running, when the application throws error, or else like Tomcat is suddenly stops working, everything it is going to track in real time, right? Logs means this. Application logs means Flipkart application log means, so if Flipkart application you deployed in Tomcat, Flipkart means in the Java code itself, we have like log4j kind of logs. Sorry, log4j, yeah, log4j kind of logs we'll have. So if you write any exceptions, it will throw this user password is incorrect. This user tried to access 10 times. Like that, it will track everything, right? That logs, it will track everything. So that those are called as logs, right? So we'll discuss more about these logs once again later time. Next, temp file, right? So for now in this logs, right, folder, we have a log files for per day. So it is going to maintain when you started your Tomcat, after starting what application you deployed, what you undeployed. Deploy means what? Placing your application inside Tomcat. Undeploy means what? Removing from Tomcat. Okay. So like that, when you stopped your Tomcat, restarted your Tomcat, like that, it will track everything. Okay. Next, temp files. So when you start on working with Tomcat, it may need some temporary files. It will be generated here. So what is this web apps? This is one of the important thing. This is one of the important folder. So work is also similar like web apps. But what is the meaning of this work? I'll explain later. What is this? Web apps is, I said, right, deploying an application in Tomcat, right? Listen properly. Deploying an application in Tomcat server is nothing but the artifact is there, right? Maven generated artifact. Taking that, copying that, and placing it here. That's it, like this. That's it. Deploying into Tomcat is nothing but copying the WAR file, right? So when you generate MVN clean package, Maven is going to generate artifact and place it in target directory, right? So that artifact which is on the target, you take this, paste it here. That's it. Done. Your deployment is done. That's it. Now I already deployed an var file here. var file. Now how to access this? I said, right, if it deploy an application in Tomcat server, we can access it through URL, I said, right? But how can I access? How to access? So you did the deployment. It's fine. This is happy. You copied a var file into your web apps directory of Tomcat. See, remember this web apps. What is deployment to Tomcat? Placing the artifact in web apps directory is nothing but deploying into Tomcat. Placing the artifact in the web apps directory of your Tomcat is nothing but a deploying into Tomcat. Just like copied var file here. That's it. The deployment is done. The deployment is done. Now I want to access this application through URL. How can you access? Right? So for that, you need to start your Tomcat. You need to start your Tomcat. Now, how to start our Tomcat? Is go here. Just double click on this. Catalina.bat is there, right? Or else Catalina.bat we'll see later. For now, let me show this startup.bat. Let me show this startup.bat. So it closed immediately. It closed, right? It's started and closed. Means my Tomcat. See here. No, okay, that is a pop-up. Now it's see here. So if it immediately closed means there is some error, but it's showing here means there is no error. See, finally it is showing servers startup in 4802 milliseconds. Means my Tomcat has started in these many seconds. These many seconds. But how to access my Tomcat? Okay, my Tomcat is starting. If you close this, your Tomcat will get stopped. That's it. Okay, but in real time, we'll not do this. We'll do it in a Linux server. For now, just for understanding purpose, I'm telling you how to use it on Windows. Once we understand this, I'll explain on how to configure and start or run your Tomcat on Linux as well, Red Hat Linux. I'll show you that. Don't worry. Okay. But now, for now, I want to start my Tomcat. Okay. But before this, I'm doing one step. For now, you ignore me what I'm doing, guys. This step, whatever I'm doing now. For now, you ignore. I'll explain in some time only. I'll explain. But for now, you excuse me. What I'm doing, you don't worry. You don't look at this also. Don't worry. You no need to look at this. For now, you don't look at this. What I did, you forget now. Okay, that's it. What is that? I'll tell you later. See, I'll go to bin. I want to start my Tomcat. So I'm going to double click on the startup.bat. Just double click it. See, my Tomcat is starting. Yes, server started up in 2679 milliseconds. Okay, let's minimize it. If I close this, my Tomcat will get stopped again. I cannot access Tomcat. So let me put it like this. Now what I want to do is, okay, let me do one thing. Let me close this because I'll show that downloaded one, not this older one, I'll take the latest version. Just now we downloaded some time ago, right? So let me take the Tomcat. So if we get any issues also, let us face that and solve it. So, okay. Downloads. Just now I downloaded this one, right? Tomcat. Let me take this. Let me stop sharing 1 second, guys. 1 second. So some personal details will be there while sharing screen. Because I'm recording and putting it right.
In zip file, 64-bit will be there, sir.
What?
In zip file, 64-bit will be there automatically, or
64-bit. Based on your computer, like whether it is 64-bit or 32-bit, you have to download it.
means zip file where we don't have option to select.
Here we don't have. Here itself, while downloading itself, you can select 32-bit or 64-bit. Here, this is zip only. This zip only. You can download either this or this, up to you.
Okay.
So I downloaded that. Okay. Now I'm going here. This one is there, right? I'm extracting it. Okay. Now see this. This is a new fresh Tomcat, latest version of Tomcat I downloaded. Right, with this one. I'll go inside this bin, right? I'll go and access my Tomcat. How to access startup.bat. Okay, my Tomcat is starting. Right, started in these many seconds. But how to access my Tomcat? My Tomcat is started, right? The pop-up is running, right? If I close the pop-up, Tomcat will get stopped, but in real time, we'll not use this pop-up in a different way we use. That I'll teach later. For now, temporarily, I started my Tomcat like this. Okay, startup.bat. Fine. But how to access my Tomcat is, Tomcat will have a port number. So you have to access like this, http:// through internet, I said, right? You can access your Tomcat through internet, like this, localhost 8080. http:// you no need to give HTTP, automatically it will append. You can just directly type localhost 8080 also, you can type, it will automatically, and the default protocol your browser default protocol is HTTP. Even if you don't give http:// also, automatically it will be added. Okay, the default protocol of your browser is what? What is the default protocol of your browser? Huh? HTTP. What is the default port number? 80. Not 80. Not 80. Okay, simple 88. Okay, we'll see that later. For now, I'm accessing with 8080. So now you may get one question. What is this local host? So we know HTTP because I want to access this application through internet. So HTTP protocol I use. But what is this local host and 8080? What is this local host 8080? Yes, try to understand this. So this is your local laptop. This is your local laptop. This is your like some server, Linux server, which is on AWS. Now, how you open AWS console from your browser? This is my browser. Here you'll type, right? Here you'll type https: or http:// amazon.com, something, right? aws.amazon.com, something like that you'll type, right? Yes or no?
Console login. Yes.
Okay. So what is this? This is the domain name. What is this? We'll learn domain and all later. For now, either I can use this or else this Linux machine will have IP address, right? Public IP address that I can use here, like 172.32.31.3.2. Like this, I can use IP address. Okay. So if I have multiple computers like this, so this is one Linux server. Okay, this is one Linux server. This will have an IP address. This will have an IP address. So where these two Linux machines are there? Are you able to see these two Linux servers? These are two Linux servers. Are you able to see those two? No, somewhere else are there. They have IP address. Now, if I want to connect to this machine, what should I do? http:// IP address I can give. Yes or no? IP address of this machine. Yes or no?
Yes.
If I type the IP address, the request will go here. For example, if I give the IP address of this mission, like 3.5, the request will go to which server?
Next mission.
Yes or no? Okay. For now, what I did is I have given the IP address of this mission. Okay. So when I hit from my browser, when I hit this URL, right, the request will go till here. Till here. But inside this application, I have Tomcat servers. Tomcat I have WebSphere, I have WebLogic. Now I want to access Tomcat. I want to access my Tomcat server. Now when I hit this, your host means your Linux server or Windows server or your host machine, right? It will get confused. Where should I route the request? I got the request here, but you are not asking me to redirect the request to this or to this or to this. You are not asking me. So I'll receive it. I'll keep quiet. That's it. So what you'll do is, before that, what you'll tell you to your machine is, hey, for this host machine, what you'll tell is, hey host, I'm installing Tomcat. What you do is, this host machine will have port numbers like 8080, 8081, like 65,365, some range of port numbers it has. So what you are going to tell is, if someone tries to access you, you are telling to this host, if someone tries to access you With a port number called 8080, you please redirect to me. This Tomcat is requesting your host mission. If someone try to access you like this, you take the request, you receive the request. But along with that IP address, if they use some port number 8080, you please redirect the request to me. So till here, if you type till here, the request will go till here. After that, if you place here, this your host will redirect the request to this Tomcat. Understood? I have WebSphere, for example, or WebLogic, some other server I have. So this server is asking the same port number. It cannot ask. The port number is already utilized. Someone else is utilized. So it will ask, hey, if someone is accessing with 8081 port number, you please redirect the request to me. Like that, it is requesting. So if you type 8080, it will go here. If you type 8081, for this IP address, it will go here. But for that, after that IP address, if you are using 8081, the request will go here. Understood, guys? Yes or no? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, okay. Now, in this request, I'm not using IP address. I'm using localhost. I can use the IP address. Okay, I'll come to that point. Why I said IP address, but sir, you are not using IP address. You are using localhost. What does that mean? Is, see, what I'm trying to do is my browser. Okay, this, let me take this space. This is my browser. My Tomcat is also in the same operating system, not on a different mission. This is my local, my desktop, whatever I'm using for the class, right? My desktop mission. This is my desktop, my mission, my laptop, right? My Windows server, my Windows mission. On that, I have a Chrome browser. Okay, this is a Chrome browser. This is my Chrome browser. On the same Windows mission, wherever my browser is installed, I also have Tomcat. Running. So now, if I try to hit, right, if I want to access the Tomcat, which is present on the same mission, wherever my browser is there, right, my Tomcat is also present on the same mission. So I can access in two ways. One is http:// IP address of the mission :8080. For this Tomcat, we are using 8080 port number, right? So Tomcat, we say to our host, 8080. If someone comes with 8080 port number, the default port number of Tomcat is 8080. The default, by default itself, it will come 8080 port number, right? So the default port number of Tomcat is 8080. Remember that is an interview question also. So when you type the IP address of this mission, it will go to internet through your router and all. It will travel and again come back here to this Tomcat. If you use the IP address of this mission, it will go here and come it here. But as you are using the local mission IP address, it will go and come out. It will go out and come out again here. But instead of this, what you can do is you can type http:// localhost:8080. Localhost means my local mission. Means wherever my browser is there, right? The same operating system. So the request no need to go out and come. It can directly come. I no need to know the IP address of my mission also, because I am saying in the same mission, wherever my browser is there, on the same mission, I have Tomcat, which is running with 8080. Not only Tomcat, any application which is running with 8080 port number, the request will be redirected there. So if you want to access a Tomcat which is present on this mission, you have to use the IP address and port number. If you have one more Linux mission, and if there is a Tomcat here, you have to give the IP address of that mission and port number. But you have the Tomcat on the same mission wherever your browser is there. So you can directly use localhost, means my local mission. Understood, guys? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Port means
Port, that is what I shouted and explained, right? And finally, if you ask, I said no. If a request comes here, if you have multiple applications which can be accessed through internet, right? So how can your host will know that the request came for this or this? It is like a house number. For example, you think this is your village, for example. Okay, let's not go for the towns and all. If this is your village, a postcard came to your house, to your village, right? Some ABC village. But in that village, right, to whose house it has to go? The request came to that village. The postcard came there. But to whom it has to go? House number, right? If you write, it will go to that house number. If you give some other house number, it will go here. So like that, for each application, there will be a port number. Understood? Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Some specific storage, specific location.
Yeah, yes. Like that you can imagine. Okay.
Okay. Sir.
Okay. Now localhost means the same mission. So I'm saying you no need to go to the internet. The same location, wherever my browser is there only my Tomcat is there. Means some application. There is an application which is running with 8080 port number. Go to my local laptop only and access the application which is running with 8080 port number. So it is able to get this. Understood, guys?
Sir.
Okay. Now, okay. Come here. Okay. This is my Tomcat. Okay, let me write. Okay, the meeting may end. Let me write the details. So this is my host means that local computer or Linux server, whatever it is. This is my browser. Okay, this is my browser. Let me keep it. This is my browser. Okay. Okay, this is my browser. This is what? This is what?
Tomcat.
Tomcat. Now, my question is, will Tomcat allow only one application to deploy or multiple applications? If I have a Tomcat server, can I deploy, means will it restrict to deploy only application or will it allow multiple applications to deploy?
Multiple.
Yes, sir.
It will allow multiple. It will allow multiple. Okay. So the meeting is going to end. Okay. It's good for me also. So while uploading recording, it will not be a huge video to upload. Okay. Let it end. I'll continue that. So you remember Tomcat, in Tomcat, you can deploy multiple applications. Is there any limit? No, you can deploy hundreds of applications, but your RAM, CPU, they should support. That's it. Your resources has to support that much capacity.